New Kraken CEO David Ripley says to the SEC, go beep yourself. Well, that article, Alex Mashinsky, he did the right thing after screwing $20 billion worth of investors' money away. We'll go over that article and several different very interesting articles on NFTs next on OG Crypto and NFTs. Hello, everyone. My name is Troy, and every day we go over NFTs and digital assets. Now, before we jump into this, building this channel up, let's get that subscribe button. Push it, slam it, beat it, whatever you need to do to it. Make sure it pops off. Then hit the notification button. I think we're being shadow banned or banned, one of the two, on YouTube. So let's go unban us by hitting that notification bell. That just tells you that we will be dropping those videos on a daily basis. Let's jump right into it. Kraken incoming CEO David Ripley, he says, no plans to register with the SEC. About time somebody grew. Yeah, I don't know if I want to get into that, but he's telling Mr. Gary Gensler, Egghead himself, or Dirty Gary, whatever you want to call him. I mean, he's been called many other things. Egg boy, that yes, when you send people in and they come and meet with you, you turn around and sue them. You could ask Library, which they're in a lawsuit with. They came in and said they were complying. Ripple came in, I don't know, a dozen times, and they said that not once did you say it was a security, and then you sued them and you're pursuing that lawsuit and you look like a fool. So I'm glad to see that exchanges are just saying, screw you. I'm hoping FTX comes out and Binance. Come on, CZ. Let's get out there and tell the SEC, you guys, I mean, Armstrong out of Coinbase, you guys need to get together and have your crap as a unified attack or a unified response to the SEC. I think that's the best way to look at it. Now, let's go over what the SEC didn't do to protect their investors. Next article, Celcius. So let me understand this. You're going after Ripple, but you had Celcius, you had BlockFi, you had Three Arrows Capital, and you had Terra Luna just take out $100 billion of market cap by completely screwing the small investor. But since they didn't unscrew the big investor, such as Vanguard or BlackRock, you're okay with it. You don't have a problem. Alex Mashinsky should be in jail right now. How many times did he get nailed for saying things like, oh, we're FDIC insured, or other crap like that? And yet he doesn't have a problem. He actually fought to stay as CEO. This guy should be one of the most hated men on earth. He's caused $20 billion worth of damage to investors. I mean, today it's probably worth a couple of billion since he's part of that whole, Manny Mo and Jack that fell apart back in June that caused the entire crypto industry to tank. One of those masterminds. I'm glad to see him go, but I'm hoping that he is pursued by authorities and he is brought to justice. All right, next article is now we're getting the NFTs, and this is a very, very interesting NFTs. I kind of wanted to go over this because I thought it was interesting. This is the most expensive NBA NFTs to date. Think about this, NBA NFTs. Let's dive into it. I know that they came out about 2 years ago, but there's 1,800 digital assets, and here is the top one. Going for $500,000, it represents a slam dunk by the king, LeBron James, dunking a basketball against the Sacramento Kings defender at Staples Center, selling for $500,000. This is crazy, guys. All you Bored Ape Yacht Club guys, you can hang out together, but you ain't the king. This is the king, King James. Next one. It's like James Harden hit a three-pointer up against often injured, if I want to call him, Clippers star. And so this is very, very interesting. 120,000 is the next one. So you see what the big jumps from 1 to 2 is? It's literally gone down about $380,000. That's still $120,000 NFT to see James Harden, who's been losing his stature in the NBA, still worth $120. And he made this three-pointer on November 22nd, 2019. So very, very interesting. Next one is another LeBron James slam dunk, going for $96,000. Guys, this is crazy money. I don't know if I can expect that these collectibles to stay this high, but this is nuts. Number 4, another LeBron James slam dunk. Gosh damn, this guy is on fire. And again, it's against the Sacramento Kings in 2019. This is crazy. Those are the top 4 assets. Now, I'm going to bring in our producer, Emmy, and ask her, what do you think of this?
Let's jump right in. Here we go. Hi, here I am. I think that this is really kind of crazy interesting. Before we started filming, I brought up that I think NBA, who lends itself best to like with memorabilia in that sport, I feel like it's a bit higher than like.
So they
baseball.
market themselves
yeah,
better,
they market
and they're
themselves
more
better,
on the cutting edge.
And they're more on the cutting edge, and it seems like the NBA was the NBA was much into having NFT Web3. Like they're just really about adoption.
Right. This is interesting because when you know, a year ago when Bitcoin was just pumping, it went to its all-time high. A lot of NBA stars at the very beginning of the season, and the season begins over by the way.
Okay.
They came out and were like, yeah, I own Bitcoin. Yeah, I own Ethereum. Yeah, I own XRP. They came out and said it. There was probably a dozen NBA stars that did. Now, I don't know if I don't think they were paid advertisements. I think that a lot of people were up in the air about crypto. Is it a scam? Is it real? Is it going to change our world? Or is it just a fad? Who knew? But there was a lot of major NBA stars that came out and talked about it. Now, you got to think, I will be very frank with you. This is Top Shots, right? This is the name of the company that's put this out. There's no question that LeBron James was paid for this. This is a moment in time. Yeah. So whether he's into crypto or NFTs, he got paid for this.
Yes.
You know, so that just makes it more interesting, right? It's kind of crazy.
Yeah, it's definitely a different type of celebrity endorsement.
It is, and it's, I mean, you start thinking about it as an NBA star. I mean, not only are you getting, you're getting paid by the team that you're with, you get paid by the apparel companies, whether it be, jeans or, shorts or NBA shoes, right? Yeah. Then you get paid by, collectible card companies. Then you get paid by, let's say the NFTs, and then you have all these other commercial endorsements. Such as, he does Sprite and he does this and he does that.
Major corporations.
Right. And we haven't even talked about appearances.
Yeah.
So think about that. So I'm sorry.
Oh, no, it's okay.
I keep forgetting to bring that over.
Just get it for both of us. That's all. Yeah. There we go.
Oh my God.
It's all good.
Oh my God.
It's fine. Yeah.
So I know that this is kind of my thing. I'm kind of in sports, though I haven't really been watching the NBA at all since after the what do I want to call it? The C9 episode in the world. So, but yeah, this is something that it kind of interests me because I as a kid I collected baseball cards and basketball cards.
And I'm sure their managers, that was probably an easy way for them to explain the whole NFT concept to them. Like, it's a new digital baseball card. Just get into it. You'll make money.
Yeah. So, or here's $5,000 and sign.
Yeah.
You're selling that piece of moment away for X amount of money.
Yeah.
So.
Very interesting.
All right, so this gets back into you. The next couple of NFTs are all you.
Okay, so Jack Daniels is one of the next major players to jump into NFT-related trademarks. They haven't disclosed a lot of details about exactly what they're going to be doing in the space, but this at least tells us that they are hinting at future NFT projects.
Yes. And I think everyone's going to be in this. I mean, a couple of weeks ago, we went over another alcohol company, alcohol beverage company, Hennessy. And so now we're seeing Jack Daniels.
Yep.
The adoption is just ridiculous.
It is.
I know I look at a lot of crypto related YouTube and Instagram, but one thing I don't see out there is someone talking about all these little companies, these bigger companies getting into it as we are. So that's another reason why to like and subscribe.
Yep, we're very up to date on breaking and cutting edge news, guys.
Absolutely.
We see major news outlets kind of trailing days behind us.
I mean, let's be honest. Who cares about Bored Ape Yacht Club? We care about JD.
Yeah. Especially, who knows, dude? Jack Daniels could get into Web3 NFTs and do a collab with Bored Ape. We could see a Bored Ape whiskey for all we know. Because they've been collabing with everybody. So
M&M's.
Yeah,
right?
The Happy Dad Seltzer. They've been collabing crazy. So I'm sure we could see something like that. It's it's not even sky's the limit anymore. It's like space is the limit because everybody's jumping in, everybody's FOMOing in, everyone wants to have their thing, everyone wants to have a different utility or niche. They want to have their own spin on it. So I think the possibilities are endless, and we're just going to see more and more large companies like Jack Daniels jumping in.
That's awesome.
Okay, so our last segment that we have today is about Sephora. Sephora is a very major makeup retailer. Originally, they were a French company. They're having an event called Sephora. I remember seeing about this last year, but I don't remember it being in the metaverse.
Well, it wasn't in the metaverse.
Yeah, I don't remember that being a part of it. But it's interesting. It seems like it's going to be a four-hour period. And they're offering like classes, virtual lounges, videos about the company's founders, virtual rooms, all modeled after the area of a house. I'm not sure which house they're talking about, but they're going to be giving away, they can give away NFTs for free. Gwen Stefani is going to be making a appearance through a video to promote her brand because she has a new makeup company out called Give. So it makes sense that she wants to jump in on something like this because Sephora is one of the retailers selling it. Oh, I think they're the only retailer selling it, actually.
Wow. Very good.
Yeah, so very cool. Like we said, it's just another really, really big company jumping in. It looks like it's going to be on the Polygon blockchain, and according to sources, users created 8,000 digital wallets and got about 6,500 NFTs at last year. At this year's event.
Yeah. Okay. Digital POAP, which is like a memorable NFT. That
proof of attendance of proof protocol. That's interesting.
Yeah.
Huh. So it's almost like when you get a swag bag.
Yes.
Okay.
But yes. So I got like 15 POAPs right now.
Interesting. Huh.
Not that they're worth anything. They're just interesting free little tidbits.
Yeah. So it's saying virtual downloadable goods is how they're trying to get people in here, and a lot of trademarks surrounding those. So
did it already happen?
I don't know. Held on September 18th. Yeah, so it was last week. That's why I'm like, yeah, you're right. They're speaking about it in a past
You would have attended. I
would have attended if I knew, but I've been ignoring the Sephora notifications on purpose to save money. So yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. But yeah, so that's our last article today.
Well, thank you guys for joining us. We really appreciate it. Again, hit that like button if you like, Jack Daniels.
Who doesn't like Jack Daniels? Come on now.
Exactly. That's why I said it. Jeez. You guys take care, and we'll see you tomorrow.
Bye.